Oleh, do you have a problem?
This is Nate, and he's the brains behind Gnome Solutions. This is the company that makes holsters in Slovenia, and you probably know them by some of the projects that we did together, like the Luger holster, the MP5 holster, and of course the classic, the Desert Eagle holster. I think we sold more of these than Glock holsters. I don't know how, but yeah, they're really popular. Today you have 3 cool new things for us. What are they?
Let's start with the coolest one. We're introducing our new level 2, level 3 safeties. These are made to be super reliable, super ergonomic. Once you go to grab your gun, it automatically unlocks and it doesn't mess with your grip.
I think Nate was a bit modest here because I was using the prototype of this level 2 retention safety, and actually I'm using it now on my holsters. I used it at Finnish Winter Brutality, and my take is that this is the best level 2 retention that I ever tried. It just incorporates everything that I want in retention. It's very positive, it's secure, but the unlocking is super quick, and as you can see, it really has some force behind it. It even went down to this, how it feels when you press the button. At first, if you look, I just do a normal grip. I don't have to press it with my finger. I don't have to position my finger in a certain way, push or pull or move anything away. I just have my normal grip and part of my thumb will push it down. Second thing is that it just feels so nice, so tactile. It doesn't it doesn't engage directly, but when you press enough, it clicks, it kind of breaks like a trigger of a gun. It's hard to describe, but it's very satisfying and it's very reliable. And the third thing is that I don't know what kind of springs and mechanisms you use, but this thing is really powerful. It opens up even if there are some obstructions, even if there's mud, if there's sand. Like if you put a finger here and you open it up, it hurts. And additionally, when we were doing the testing, like if you want to pull the gun out on the safety and then release the safety, it will release. I know that some others that I tried, I don't know if maybe it's the material, the soft hood or whatever, but once the pistol gets stuck a bit, it doesn't want to release. This one was very reliable and did it every time. So what I think they made here is the best possible level 2 retention safety. And it's made and produced in Slovenia, right?
Yeah, it basically, yes. Every component that goes into it, we have a full control over it. So the design is made here, the tooling was made here, and it's also injection molded here in Slovenia. Also, the springs are made here. So yeah, basically everything is made in Europe, in Slovenia. No Chinese shit here.
Maybe we could also say a word about how this was developed and how it was tested, because that's also an interesting part.
Okay, maybe Marco jump in.
What the fuck? So, how did you teleport here? What the fuck?
From Italy directly.
Yeah. So this is our Italian friend.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, okay. So I used this specific holster for the light infantry competition that you might know from some videos with Giga, and I used it this year. And this exact holster and configuration, so it's a level 3 with the extra safety, and I have to say, it never failed. And this year conditions were particularly brutal because it was raining most of the time. Like not that heavy rain that just turns everything too much, just a light rain that compacts the earth. And basically it went everywhere. I found earth in my equipment, in my underwear, like a week later after coming home. And this safety never failed, even when it got really, really gunky. It had enough power to just push through and snap open. So
yeah, I think we have some footage of you guys also testing this, like then intentionally trying to block it with mud. And did you even ran over through this one?
we did run over it with a car. Like
yeah, we
five
used
times. Car, yeah.
we used Marco's 2-ton pickup truck. We drove over it 5 times and nothing broke.
I am a competition shooter mainly, and this is so natural. I don't have to change anything to execute a draw on this holster. Everything just is exactly where it should be. You place your hand on the grip, a slight push, and you pull it out.
Stand by.
Oh yeah, this was good.
1.11.
But can it do the body drill?
Buddy drill.
I'll hold you and you draw and shoot.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Hold me lower.
Shooter, are you ready?
Let's go.
Stand by. Beep beep.
I guess
It does work.
It works.
It does work.
Actually, squeezing the boobies gives you extra speed.
That's great. Now go back to Italy.
Sorry. Fuck off.
Okay, next thing, we developed our own QD adapters. These ones are made to be still cross-compatible with Safariland, but without QD adapters, you will get less rattle compared to the Safariland. And the next thing we did, we also did an undercut here. So once you go to draw your pistol, it won't interfere with your fingers, because if you look at the Safariland one, it's wider here. Once you go to grab your gun, it will mess up your grip.
For people that don't know about the Safariland QLS system, this is an ingenious system. If you have multiple different handguns and different holsters, I use it a lot because I have a lot of guns. You set up your holster platform on your shooter's belt, and then you can just exchange holsters. You put these adapters on the holsters, and it's super great. But this is the original Safariland one, and it kind of has a couple of small flaws. Like for some people, they don't even notice it. For me, one thing that I notice and really gets on my nerves is that it has some play. And that means that your holster and your whole gun is moving a bit. That kind of gets on my nerve. You can solve that by adding some duct tape, or actually I found out that some Chinese copies of these are made actually better than original Safariland, and they kind of hold better together. But what you did is you kind of took the system, improved it, changed it a bit, and just made it better.
We also beefed it up, so it's still super strong. We did some hanging tests earlier, and still the female parts can be mounted on mid-right adapters, high-right belt loops, or on Oleh adapters. This is also our design. It takes minimal space, like just 3x3. You can mount it vertically on your Oleh belt or horizontally on your vest. This is for drivers. Once you go into crank positions, you can easily switch your holster from your thigh platform to the vest.
And last but not least, a holster for Archon Type B. These are great handguns, and now they have quality holsters for them. Of course, you made all 3 versions. This one is just passive retention. This is something that competitors would usually use. I personally prefer the level 2 retention, so it has a passive retention and an active retention. This kind of saved my ass at brutality matches because you do not lose your gun and you do not get DQ'd. And if you need it, holster for concealed carry. Now, why would some kydex holster need so much attention? The point is that these holsters are not made by just pressing hot kydex around your pistol and then calling it a day. These are meticulously designed, but I think the PhD of mechanical engineering here can maybe explain how.
As Giga said, all these holsters are made using CNC machine molds. We first reverse engineered the geometry of the pistol by taking 3D scans. We try to do the geometry in a way so the holster won't scrape your slide, but you will get tight tolerances around your trigger guard, so you will have good passive retention. Holsters are vacuum formed, CNC cut, and we take really a lot of attention and precision to make them as good as possible.
But wait, we have a special offer for this Black Friday. If you buy a level 2 retention holster with a platform, we'll give you the Q detachment for free. Don't need a level 2, no problem. We'll also have really nice discounts on normal holsters and on the concealed carry ones. And of course, extra special discounts for retards, for extra special holsters. PolenarTechnical.com/shop.